Today we're going to discuss long-term care insurance. I've often described long-term care, basic insurance, is essentially insurance for the elderly, disability insurance for the elderly. And you'll see that the reason why I say that is because it is a monthly or weekly indemnity type of contract. In other words, it's not a lump sum, but in actual fact, you will get paid on a weekly or on a monthly basis. This is usually paid again to the individual who, in fact, goes into a facility of some sort. Not necessarily in a facility, they could also need maybe medical care in their own home. In other words, they don't necessarily have to go to an establishment. They could, in fact, require long-term care needs and everything else in their own home. But they may, go into a respite care. They may go into hospice care. They may go into adult day care. All of these things here will qualify for long-term care insurance. Okay, long-term care can also be added as a rider, and what you'll find in many cases is that people buy, for example, life insurance, but they also buy long-term care as a rider. But the benefit is essentially the same; it's just that they're added on to an existing policy. The very, very important part is that the benefit itself, once again, we have elimination periods. In other words, you've got your 30-day, 60-day, 90-day elimination period. You could then also buy benefit periods, 2 years, basically 2 years, 5 years, and lifetime. Notice there's no age 65. Because in actual fact, most people that take this, of course, are already over 65. So you've got 2 year, 5 year, and lifetime benefit. There are a number of coverages that are actually covered. The first one is what they call cognitive impairment. This is when you have an inability to think or perceive, reason, or remember things. So in other words, early signs, you might say, of Alzheimer's or dementia, things of that nature there is what we call cognitive care. The other coverages, which are very, very important, are what we call the five ADLs. ADL stands for activities of daily living. And if you cannot do 2 of any of the 5, then you will qualify for long-term care. And those 5, and you must remember these because they will be on the exam, will be bathing, eating, dressing, toileting, or transferring of your body. In other words, if you need someone to help you reposition your body. So bathing, eating, dressing, toileting, and transferring your body are the 5 ADLs, and if you can't do 2 or more of those, then of course you will qualify for this benefit. So once again, I stress to you that, as I said to you before, there's a benefit period, 2 year, 5 year, and lifetime. There's also a waiting period, elimination period, up to 180 days. There's different kinds of plans. You've got guaranteed renewable type plans. You've got lifetime type of plans. Again, it all depends on the cost of basically doing what you're able to afford and everything else. Okay, there's the usual waiting periods that apply. As I said earlier, you can also buy riders. In other words, you can add it as a rider, but you can also buy a rider. So, for example, you can buy an inflation rider. You can buy a waiver of premium rider, return of premium riders. All of these things here are also part of the coverage as well. One thing that's very, very important to remember long-term care is that, once again, there can be no pre-existing condition. Under no circumstance will the insurance company actually insure you if, in fact, you have a pre-existing condition.